I'm going to be forced to buy a lavalier mic because with the sound system, you can't hear if we talk unless the mic is directly in front of us. I'm having all kinds of video issues on my iPad. I hope you guys are getting a good signal. Okay, so Cindy, my friend Cindy Larimore, y'all know Cindy from a lot of things that I've talked about her. She's been here since mid-afternoon with Zachary, and they've been doing a lesson. Zachary does remote teaching, and I hope it's all right that I say that. And if you like this convention-style playing, he's a wonderful person to contact, and he shared this to his Facebook page, so you can go there and find him. And he'll be starting a music page, and he tunes pianos. Lord have mercy, there's always a shortage of people with good pitch, including myself. Okay, here we go. Cindy says she can vouch for his wonderful piano teaching skills. She's been taking for 2 weeks?
No, for 5. This is our 5th class.
5 weeks. And I told her today when she sat down to play before Zach got here that it sounded like her hands had been set free. It was just a wonderful sound. So I want to play one so that Zach can tell me what I'm doing wrong. Because y'all know I am very challenged when it comes to reading music. I can read that top note like a bird, the gray book. Yeah. I have absolutely fallen in love with this song. It wakes me up a lot of mornings. I just love, I wish I had voice enough to sing it. But you can find it. The Stamps Baxter School of Music does it on a video on YouTube. And if you have the favorite gospel songs, the 3rd edition by Mr. Barry Wichter, it is page 79. And it is amazing. The wonderful thing about convention music to me is the fast stuff is fast. There is no, you got to take it and run with it. But the stuff that is slow, if you play it too fast, you just miss the whole sound and the whole meaning. So listen as I play it too fast. These mic stands drive me crazy. Okay. Now, Zach, I need to give you. This is the first time Zach has ever been live on Facebook. So I have to give you this. I'm an old guy. I've been around for 3 years, so I'm a seasoned veteran. If you don't smile, these people will absolutely pick up rocks and throw them at you. So you have to smile. Zach won't have the trouble. I have to think about it to smile. You don't. It just comes natural to you. But when I'm playing, I'm concentrating so hard I don't think about smiling. but I get more comments about smile or, oh, I was so thankful you smile. It is. It is. Well, it's intent. You have to be intentional. And I don't have the resting pleasant face. I don't have the resting pleasant face either. I won't say anymore. I know what everybody's thinking. So, Cindy, are we going to get you to play any?
Sure. Maybe,
Okay.
maybe Zach and I can do a.
Yeah.
do one,
Yeah. Okay.
and we can show
All right.
that.
Well, I'm just
Has taught us all new tricks.
Miss Janice. I don't believe that you can play and do anything else at the same time. You're a natural. Yeah. Anyway. So we'll just play it by ear. I'll try to listen or look out for your comments. So I've got YouTube and Facebook up, so please don't lambaste me for technology. I'm just trying to do right by everybody. So if you make a request, I'll try to I'll try to remember it if I can. But we'll just play this by ear, and if you don't mind, we'll do like I normally do. You're in my living room. It's Sunday afternoon, close to 6 o'clock. Somebody tell me when Anna James comes on. I think it's 7 o'clock. I do not want to play on top of anybody else because this was very ad lib, and some guys keep a real very nice schedule for everybody. So I think it's 7 o'clock. But anyway, I'm going to ask Zach to come back and play 2 or 3. And if he wants to talk, he can talk. It's just us. We're in my living room. I've got key lime pie and a triple mocha mousse. If you were here, you could have that and some good Myrtle Beach water or Chick-fil-A unsweet iced tea. So just grab a cookie and make yourself at home, and let's just enjoy being together for a few minutes. She comes on at 7, so we're good. Can I just? Yeah, that's right. All right. I'm gonna sit here. Is that?
So it's really nice to be on here, and thank you, Briley, so much for allowing me to have this opportunity. As he said, I've never been on Facebook Live before, and I've already got friend requests pouring in. So thank you. I look forward to meeting you all virtually. But like he said, this is just an incredible honor for me. I've been following Briley now for almost 2 years, and he's an outstanding musician. Has supported me and so many others, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to do a really old, familiar one, and we're going to do this kind of how Mr. Cleavant Derricks would probably like this to be done, so I hope you enjoy it.
we've got a little change of plans here. And for people who follow me, this won't surprise anyone, but I just saw a request for prayer that I'm not even sure I can talk about it. Miss Joyce Hoffman said to please remember her. She just got news that her 62-year-old daughter had passed away. And that just breaks my heart. All of Mom's children, my siblings, are in their 60s. And that could be a reality for any of us. So I just wanted to ask you, as a Facebook family, and you know that we are, I don't want this to be somber, because it doesn't have to be, but I want it to be reflective for just a minute, and then we'll pick right back up, because I want this to be encouraging to you, Miss Joyce, as well, because we know there will be a happy day. It's not right now, and there's no need to defy and deny your grief. You need to work through it. But for the next song, I'm going to play In the Garden, and let's just take a moment and pray for Miss Joyce Hoffman and her daughter's family, and for strength for her. I know how much I love Madison. Lord have mercy. She's watched me go through some hard things, but I've never watched her go through. She had her wisdom teeth removed, and it messed me up. So I can't imagine what that must feel like. So let's just do this for about 3 minutes, and if you would just focus on asking the good Lord to support and give peace and comfort to Miss Joyce Hoffman. And Miss Joyce Smith, too. Her husband, Brian, is struggling with some health issues and making a decision to send him home from the hospital after an extended stay. So both of the Joyces, let's do this. That he gave to me within my heart is ringing, and he walks with me and he talks with me. Tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other will ever know. Jesus, like the fragrance after the rain. Jesus, 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 let all heaven and earth proclaim. Kings and kingdoms will all pass away, but there's something about that name. right, I have thrown Zach to the wolves. My goodness, I'm not calling anybody wolves, y'all. I'm just saying that proverbially. Zach, you got it. Did you do a list?
Did I do it?
Yeah, I didn't give you much time.
Keith wanted, I got that old timer.
Okay, all right. We're gonna let Zach just play a little bit, and then Cindy's gonna play.
Okay.
Yeah, I know y'all enjoyed. Is that it?
Yeah.
Rest till the storm passes by. What is it? Search me, O God, in
Yeah.
my heart today.
Yeah, let me do that
Does it cleanse me? Is
Yeah,
that
I know that.
All right, Zach, Gwen Payne has opened a can of worms. She said you play beautiful like your grandpa.
Oh,
So tell us all about it.
so
You have to be in the mic.
okay. So the person that she is referring to would be my grandfather, Ronnie Izell. He is one of the main inspirations for me doing this. Well, a little bit about me. So I took 6 years of music. Oh, there's the camera. There we are. Hello. I took 6 years of classical piano, and when I say I hated it, I mean that is such an understatement. Like I hated music. I despised it totally.
This is coming from my teacher.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, music teacher, music lessons. He used to hate music. So I used to hate music, like totally hated it. And I grew up on the road. My grandfather was at the time preaching a lot of revival, so I was always with them on the road. They sang in a group a long time ago. He sang with several groups. One of them was the Singing Samaritans. They were out of Wallace, North Carolina. That was Michael English's family's group, and some of them are still traveling and singing today. Great artists, great singers. He started with them, and then he went with a group called the Good News Singers, and they were a local group, and they traveled for years and years. And well, I grew up around gospel music. I grew up the Goodman style gospel. And that's what I was raised on. I've always loved the music. I just didn't want to play it.
Pull that mic straight up to you and talk directly.
All right, is that better?
Sorry.
Okay. And I've always loved the music. I just never wanted to play it. And I took 6 years of classical music, and I absolutely despised it. And so I quit for 3.5 years, and I grew up in church. I knew for a long time I was saved. I've confessed it since I was a little boy, and I always knew in my heart that I was. But the Lord really began working on me about this thing with music, and me and my grandfather went to a camp meeting together, and when they gave the altar call to invitation, we went forward, and the Holy Spirit just moved in my life like I had not experienced at that point. And I came home that night as I believe I was 13 or 14 years old, and I said, Lord, I don't know what my talent, my gift, my call in life is, but God, you do, and I just ask you for your will to be done. And at that point, I had not touched a piano for 3.5 years, could not tell you anything about the instrument. And they never got me to practice, of course. And that night before I went to bed, matter of fact, I'll probably end up playing this because this is the very first song I ever learned how to do. That same night I came home from camp meeting, I sat down and I found where middle C was, and then it turned into something like this. And I wore that song out like that, and that's how I played it. And of course, after I picked my grandparents up off the floor because of their shock and awe, I said, "Come here and show me some chords." And within 6 months, I could play in every key and knew most of my chords and learned from my grandfather. He is my direct inspiration for doing this. And 6 months later, a lady named Miss Gail Kennedy, if you don't know who that is, you need to find her on Facebook. She's an absolutely outstanding pianist. And Miss Jan Rayner, they went to the Ben Spears Snatch Baxter School of Gospel Music, and they came back, and they fell in love with convention-style singing. And my grandparents had been before to a local singing school, and Miss Gail told them that we needed to go to the Ben Spears Snatch Baxter School. So we loaded up and went 1 year after my experience at camp meeting. And there I met Miss Tracy Phillips, and got to meet Ben Spear and several of the Spear family, or Miss Rosanelle, Ben Spear, and a lot of people that were behind the scenes on the Gaither homecoming videos. And from there, the Lord just really began to work in my life through Tracy Phillips, who was my teacher for 5 years, and the list goes on. Derek Mealer, Seth Gregory. Yeah, Seth is one of my main mentors. He's a hero to me, and several people I've met, and I've been able to meet people from all over the United States through this, and it's a blessing to be able to do it. But I want to play for you. My granddad's name is Ronnie. You won't find him on Facebook, but if you look at my profile, you will more than likely find some posts about him. But he's a preacher. He was raised Pentecostal holiness, and but he's preached for all denominations. It doesn't matter to him.
Say it one more time, Zachary.
What, Ronnie? The name?
Yeah.
Ronnie Izell. His name is
Izell.
Ronnie Izell. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And again, inspiration to me. He's a preacher, singer, pianist. But I'll play for you That Mansion Over the Hilltop.
You can move it if you want.
Okay, that'd be fine too. I know you don't like it. Is there any requests?
What? No, not that I've seen. I may have missed them, but something fast. That right? What you had?
What?
When God dips His pen.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with going live and enjoying what we do is the time goes by way too quickly. We'll probably do, Zach and Cindy, if it's all right with you, we'll do about 15 more minutes. So that'll put us a little over an hour, and we'll get out of the way for Anna and Mark James to come on, and I certainly hope you'll follow them. I think it's Anna James Music, ANNAJAMES. They're wonderful, and they sing and play. You'll enjoy them if you aren't familiar with them already. All right, forgive us while we make a transition. Whatever you want to do.
A new name. A new name of Glory 154.
Oh, y'all do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll play the bottom, you play the top.
Sure.
On chord, you just play the tune.
Okay, I'm going to tell on Cindy. This is a song she's working on in her lessons with Zach. So everybody put your red pens.
So my teacher is saying all I have, oh, this is the camera. So my teacher is saying all I have to do is play the tune.
That's it.
Okay, so put your red pen up and just enjoy listening.
Yeah. All right. I'll start.
Okay. sit with me.
Okay. You can take it off the stand.
Okay.
You want
I don't know how you do this. One time I played and Briley said, okay, you have to play and then you have to look at the comments on Facebook and do requests and all of that. So anyway, my style, let's see, I've been corrected. I'm trying to learn
camp meeting or
Camp.
convention.
convention style. Is that right?
Yes, that's
Okay,
right. That's
so
right.
I play, but obviously, but I read music and somewhat bound to it. But I have to tell you a funny story because Briley said we had to smile. So I'm going to see if I can make Briley and Zach smile at this. So at Briley's recent convention style event, camp style event, whatever,
Camp meeting.
that, there were 3 grand pianos, a Hammond organ, and enough just magnificent pianists to play all of these songs. And Briley had all this stuff written out on a spreadsheet. And I did not come to play. I came to help with the choir, a small choir to sing, but decided that I was going to get brave and go up on the bench with Briley because that's what people were doing, those that were invited to play. And I looked at my I looked at my little schedule and all of the songs and the keys that they were in because I have just now learned how to figure out what key something is in, and I'm learning all these scales and all of this, which I promise you I didn't know. And I promise you, if you have a spot, this is a plug for Zach, to take a lesson and you want to just improve what you can do and just feel better about it and honestly just have a blast. There's your guy. But anyway, so I bebopped it up on stage,
Scared the bejesus out of me.
scared Briley to death. And my schedule, the one I had, said, let us have a little talk with Jesus. So I get up there and go ahead, you can start playing. But anyway, I looked at Briley and I said, what is this? He said, it's the song. And I said, I've never heard it before. He said, and he put his arm around me and said, just play something. So we're just going to play Come Unto Me.
What fun.
What fun. You can tell, please. Give an intro.
Riley, do you want to do one duet after you play that one?
Sure.
Which one do you want to do?
Okay, so you guys think that me asking Zach to play behind me or me playing or him playing before me is a competition. It really isn't. I love to hear everybody play, and I don't care what your skill set is. I find such respect in people who will truly give what God has given them to share. And sometimes that requires us to be vulnerable. And that's what I'm doing because Zach can play and read circles around me. Cindy can read so much better than I can. But we all bring what we have. And I encourage you, if there's an opportunity for you to share your talent, do that. God didn't give it to you to sit in a box for you to rap and look pretty. He wants us to use it. And a lot of times we have to be vulnerable to do that. But God takes our vulnerability, and I believe he creates opportunity and ability. Do you want to play this with me?
What's that?
Oh.
I'm going that way.
And in South Carolina, we would say this is Pidge, Eddie Ed. This is mine and Mom's signature song, and I love to play it with her because if you could see her hands when she's playing it, it would be something you want to keep forever and ever because it's just wonderful. Okay, I can't do this like y'all do it, so I'm just going to do a 4/4 rhythm.
You just do it.
All right. All right, I'm going to ask Cindy, is there anything else you want to do?
It doesn't matter. It's up to
Okay. Well, we'll just let Zach play us out because we're about 2 till 1/4 till. So play us out, Zach, and if you want to play 1, 2, 3, whatever. I won't say anything else. This will be it. But Zachary Blackburn, ZachAryblackburn. And do you have your hometown on your Facebook page? When that is? Warsaw, North Carolina. So you'll know you got the right one. So lessons, catering. His family owns a catering company. If you need to eat or you need to make music, he can help you out. Thank you, Zach, for being here today. It's been awesome. Thank you, Cindy, for setting all of this up. Yep.
Sorry. Real quick before I close us out tonight, again, it's been wonderful to be here in Myrtle Beach, and like Briley said, you can find me on Facebook, Zachary Blackburn, and I'll be starting a music page very soon. So I'll have a page that's just for me and my music, and you're more welcome to go follow it whenever I start it. And and like we said earlier, I do remote lessons, and that's actually how I learned how to play piano. 90% of what I do and what I've learned came totally from remote lessons over Zoom, and with the other 10% being going to singing schools during the summer, and once in a blue moon driving down to Atlanta to have a music lesson with Miss Tracy Phillips at the time. So that's what I do, and if you're interested in lessons, feel free to message me. I'll be glad to help you. It doesn't matter what skill set you have. If you don't know how to play at all, or if you know a little bit and just want to maybe improve on, I'll be more than glad to help in any way I can. And I also do piano tuning, so if you're in North Carolina, and if you're around, and me and Brad are going to talk about this, about tuning some in Myrtle Beach, because there's such a shortage of good tuners. I'm willing to travel in between Eastern North Carolina and maybe even some to Myrtle Beach, depending on the need. So if you have a piano that needs to be tuned and kept and needs servicing, I'll be glad to help you any way I can. So if there's any requests, you can feel free to drop them. I might get to one of them, but I'm going to play a couple, and then I reckon we'll be done. So hope you enjoy it. Let's see, we'll go.
Why don't you do something out of Barry's book?
Okay.
Do you have Sheltered in the Arms of God?
And any of that Andre Crouch stuff,
Oh,
but
yeah.
but we don't get to hear fast stuff a lot because I can't do that real well. That's wonderful right there.
What a millionaire.
You'll make everybody wet their pants. And I can say that because nobody can hear me.
Oh my gosh.
so fun to play.
It is. That was the wrong key.
Oh, come on.
Oh, Lord.
You have Riley
Whoops.
dancing in the wrong key.
All right, one more. Your favorite, whatever that is.
Oh, gosh. I don't know what my favorite would be. I already played it. Okay, we'll do that one.